Look at that weapon he's got. Who are these guys? Just some random why does he have his finger on the trigger like that? Alright, I'm gonna keep my distance. We actually got some bad news last night. The place where we're going today, Hunza Valley, which is supposed to be beautiful, is has highs near 0. So it's gonna be freezing, below freezing actually. And we're not prepared. So if the forecast is as cold as it says it's gonna be, this bottle could be frozen by the time we get there, which is nuts. And Jimmy says,
it's not gonna happen. A, the forecast is wrong, and B, if the forecast was right, I don't think the amount of thermal mass in that bottle, conductivity of the air, it's just not gonna freeze. So I'll buy you as many apples as you can eat for the rest of the trip, if that's frozen by the time we get there.
Unlimited apples. All right, I'm looking forward to this, Jimmy.
It's just not gonna happen, man. I feel safe on this bet.
And off we go.
Other than surviving the cold, the other mission for today was finding some cash because my ATM cards had not been working and places up north rarely accepted credit cards.
So I'm not wearing my waterproofs, which will be the main protection against the cold actually, because when you're riding it's mainly about wind. And it's not too cold right now. It's maybe 50 degrees or so, and the sun is out so it feels a little warmer. But my waterproofs and my warm gloves are accessible, so, and I'm wearing my fleece under this riding jacket. One of the mountains here is Nanga Parbat, the 9th tallest mountain in the world. And I don't know if that's it, but it could be. So we'll have to, maybe on the way back I'll get a better idea of exactly where it is. But we're surrounded by giants here, and I don't know if I can capture the grandeur, the feeling of being here amongst these mountains. I mean, these are essentially the foothills here around me, but the where we're going, there's going to be some epic peaks. But even already, just being in the foothills here at about 5,000 feet of elevation, I just feel like an ant amongst these just formations. So it's cool. I have to literally look up like this to see the tops of the peaks. Otherwise, everything I see in my field of view is just brown. I mean, I'll see a little sky from time to time, but you get the idea. It's humbling being here. Just everything is on a different scale. There she is, Nanga Parbat. Bike?
How's your bike running?
It's running well.
Yeah.
How's yours?
Best it's ever been.
Nice, man.
The actual bike is shaky, but the engine's running really well.
All right, let's get some pictures. We made it here to Nanga Parbat, or at least the vantage point. We haven't climbed it, but there it is, 9th tallest mountain in the world, and we're about to get some selfies. That is insane. I didn't even notice those peaks there. I was going to point out the rapids, which you can't really see, but let's see, we can pass. Nope. Let's go for it. And Jimmy is back in full form as well. He had that little spill a few days ago, but he seems fully confident, so if you can pass. Look at this man in the back of the bike here. The hat he's wearing is called a pakol, P-A-K-O-L. It's a wool cap, and you can kind of pull it down a little bit. And he's wearing the shalwar kameez, which is kind of the thing that most men here in Pakistan wear, and with the vest on top of it. So anyway, I've got 2 shalwar kameezes, but I gotta get one of those hats, and I want to get a blanket to serve as a sweater. Basically, people wear these shawls here. They drape it over their shoulders and throw it over one of the shoulders, and that's what they wear in the rain. That's what they wear when it's cold. And they're made of, apparently they're made of wool, and they look pretty cool.
So this was the first ATM stop of the day, but as you'll see, not the last.
Just looking for an ATM. So we'll see if this one works. Third time's the charm. Assalamu alaikum. ATM. Oh, here. Okay. No luck. Okay, so we are here at the junction of the world's 3 tallest mountain ranges. The Hindu Kush, the Himalayas, and the Karakoram. Hello! Alright, I'll go be social. Let's see. My starter's still broken, so I've been having to use the Kickstarter, which is not ideal, but it works. We are at the junction of the 3 tallest mountain ranges. The Himalayas behind me, Hindu Kush again behind me, and the Karakoram, which is where we're headed. And there's the mighty Indus. Any words, Jimmy?
Yeah, it's epic.
All right, shall we? This is how they roll in Pakistan. We're going fast too. It's like 50 miles per hour. And this guy's got a nice, he's got a nice fleece on the right. I got to get one like that. And it's not going to capture it, but man, look at those mountains and this valley and the water. And there's a town there in that green space. All right, so we're off to Gilgit. We're essentially in Gilgit, but we're going into the town proper right now in order to go to the bazaar, where we hope to turn this thing on. Where we hope to get some sheepskins for the bikes. Kind of a tradition. When we did our Africa trip 10 years ago, we both had sheepskins, and also just for comfort, increases the comfort of the ride. And it's something you can bring back. It's kind of a souvenir. So, also I want to get my bike fixed because my starter still isn't working. Yeah, and we're gonna grab some lunch too if we find a decent place. Food can be a little harder to come by than we had imagined. So on some of the previous days, we weren't able to find lunch or even a decent breakfast spot. So I've been basically eating a lot whenever I can find it, which to anyone who knows me is not a shocker. And I gotta say, just for the record, the food in Pakistan has been really good. Look at that view. It's crazy. What's Jimmy honking about? Got it, got it. My blinkers were on. Is that a yak? Look at that. I think that's a yak. We hear there's gonna be yak in Hunza tonight. All right, let's see if this ATM works. Enter. And I just get this, P2936. I'm just gonna cancel. All right, there's one across the street. Let's see if it works. Thank you. Let's see, is my stuff still there on my bike? Yeah, people are super friendly here, so. And Jimmy's holding down the fort too, so. This card has been disabled? Okay, maybe this is only for local cards. Let's do it, man. Thanks for that. Still no dice though. Yeah, should have gotten more cash in Islamabad. Okay, check out this mountain. See the lines in it. I feel like the history of the world is etched into the side of that thing. We're approaching the bazaar. It's already starting to feel bizarre-ish. Look at that weapon he's got. Who are these guys? There's some random... Why does he have his finger on the trigger like that? Alright, I'm gonna keep my distance. That's disconcerting to see. Alright, next left. Next right, that is. military vest, bananas, shoes. We've seen very few women walking on the street, and when they are about, they have full hijab. And yeah, this looks like it could be it.
Fuck up here.
Maybe I can find a pothole here. Cool.
My name is Annawan. Nice to meet you.
Maybe a little too small for me. Do you have a bigger one? I have a really big head. I think this one's still a little bit small. Maybe this one? It could work.
This one. Yes. So
Yeah, that feels better.
Nice.
Oh yeah, Jimmy found a burger place, so we're gonna go scope it out. It smells really good. Looks good. I don't think Paul Saladino would approve. Oh look, they've got fries in there.
And then kind of sat into the oil with these kind of patties.
It tastes extremely good. It's like a burger, but it's a lot softer. This is actually very good.
Salam alaikum. I have a problem here. I asked the man. Salam alaikum. ATM, it ate my card. Oh, it's...
I just pulled it out.
Yeah. Oh. Okay. Thank you. All right. Yeah. We're gonna have to try another one. All right, dude. I think let's just head out to Hunza. I'll stop if I see one. So like my 5th ATM of the day. Let's see. General processing error. All right. The road just opened up again outside of Gilgit. Look at this valley we're in. These mountains. And we're going that way, following the Indus River. This is just incredible. See the Indus winding down below, and that is our route. All right, so we've been climbing up in this valley, and it's definitely getting chilly. We haven't even climbed that much, and yeah, we're going right up there, so, or at least we're winding up in this direction. So I'm pretty sure Jimmy up ahead is feeling it too, so we're gonna stop pretty soon and put on some layers. Right now I feel it on my legs. My pants are basically mesh summer pants, so I'll put on my my waterproofs to keep the wind out. And likewise for my top, although I feel, you know, thankfully pretty warm up here. And I have a full face helmet, right? So I'll just put this down, and already that helps quite a bit. But Jimmy has his open face, but he does have a kind of a visor, or not like a bubble attachment he can put onto it. So hopefully that'll help him. And boots wise, you know, I've got some good boots. These could be 4-season boots. They are waterproof, so I'm not as worried about those. But the hands could be another issue. Right now I'm wearing these summer gloves, which are great, leather. But yeah, I feel like once it gets a little cooler, I'll break out my winter gloves.
Damn, my hair is gray. So when we stopped earlier and I met a bunch of kids, school kids,
I took my helmet off, and then they started calling me uncle. So anyway, I thought it was funny. Anyways, we just stopped here at a gas station. We're climbing up in this valley, and it's starting to get chilly, so I figured it was a good time to put on the waterproofs. You know, better to put these on before we get cold, so we have that that heat already in us, as opposed to trying to recover when we're already cold. So here we go. All right, so we're fully suited and booted. At least I am. Trying out these gloves for the first time, which, oh, I'm so glad to have these. They already feel a lot warmer. They're basically like ski gloves, and they're a little too big, but you know, they're fine. Look at that meat. And yeah, here we go. The climb begins. Will my water bottle freeze, and will Jimmy buy me all the apples I want on this trip? Or not? There was no other side of that bet, so I have nothing to lose if it doesn't freeze. But yeah, definitely feeling the chill. However, I'm also feeling cozy because I have all my stuff on in it. Yeah, it's pleasantly warm in here. All right, let the climb begin. This is just insane. Okay, I don't know if you can see this, but above these mountains I thought there were clouds, but there's actually some mega mountains, some snow-capped peaks right up there. Can you see that? Look at the scale of that thing. All right, we are ants right now next to these giants. How's it going, dude? Look at that.
You up for a minute?
Yeah, let's chill. Okay, so we're still climbing towards Hunza. It's about 45 degrees out. Feeling completely warm and comfortable in my clothes right now. But it's supposed to be below zero, or below 0 Celsius there, which is below freezing. And then tomorrow we're going to go up to Soest, which is the last town, I believe, before the China border. It'll be colder there. And then the following day, I'll be riding to the actual Chinese border, which is the tallest border crossing in the world. And I think it's at like 15,000 feet, maybe 14 something. But that'll be really cold. So this is kind of like a shakeout day for the colder days ahead. And then there's, on the way back, there's a pass that we want to do. We want to take another road back to Islamabad that goes over a 14,000 foot pass. So it'll be good practice for that too. Anyway, look at that. I can barely even crane my neck up to see. And that terraced hillside with all that greenery, houses, and I don't know if they're growing anything up there. Just beautiful. Okay, so far so good. Cash withdrawal 20,000 seems to be the max. Oh my god. Here at another ATM, $25,000. Yes! Yes! Wonderful. Okay. All right, so got some cash, and we're almost at a possible hotel in Karimabad in Hunza Valley. So this is Hunza right now. And I see a lot of jackets for sale. It's like an outdoor store up there. So I'm gonna check that out. Maybe get a fleece or a down jacket. You get this crazy view. So this town is really cool. Lots of nice little shops and restaurants. Seems like almost every hotel has an amazing view. There's lots of super tall peaks all around. Touristy can also mean nice. And in this case, it looks like it is quite nice. So. Man, this is cool. Look at those mountains there. Rugs. And we saw a bike back there that had a yak head on the front and presumably a yak skin. It's really cool.
Filthy. It's a genuine article. That's
Well,
been-
very fluffy, that's what you need.
So what animal is that from, Jimmy?
This is from a sheep, the animal of my home country.
All right.
Very proud as a Welshman to have a sheepskin back on the bike.
Yeah, well that looks pretty
Snow
cool.
leopard.
Jimmy, how much was it?
This was like $8 or something.
Really?
Like that.
Let's see, rooms available. Looking for a place here. Salam alaikum. Looking good, Jimmy.
Bathroom's pretty cold as well.
Yeah, I took a
So
cold
nice.
shower.
Anyway.
Did you have any warm water? We're just celebrating with a little apple brandy.
Calvados.
All right, now we're off for some yak. There's a famous yak cafe right down the way. So. All right, so we're walking to dinner here, and we stopped in a little shop. Walked out with this hat, and it was only like $5, so I needed a hat anyway. So here we are. This is actually a wedding gown, I guess you'd call it, for men here in Hunza. And I don't know if it completes the look or not. What do you think, Jimmy?
It's definitely a vibe. Find the chick first and then think about the wedding dress.
All right, we found it. The world-renowned Yak Bar. What's gonna be 4 lanes? All right, here we are in Hunza. They've got a bagpipe band. This is so wild.
And regarding our little bet earlier that morning, unfortunately for me, the water bottle did not freeze. In fact, the forecast was completely off, wasn't significantly below freezing. And so I had to buy all my own apples for the rest of the trip.